Hello there. You have your ticket? Oh, no problem, my friend. Just click the subscribe button below and come on in. Hi, guys. DFG here. Just Gideon's Flight. Just want to share something with you. And this is going to be a little entertaining, I hope. But the title of this message, and you'll know the story when I give it to you, and I'm going to give you detail along with that. But the title is, I'm sorry, nobody believes a liar, even when he is telling the truth. Now, some of you guys who have good memories, you're gonna say, "Hey, I remember that story." That's what is that? Aesop, right? Fable. Well, let me read this story to you again, and then I'm going to give you some modern day insight, some modern day perspective on things that might hopefully, clarify some anxiety that you might have, okay? Or others may have. So here we go. The boy who cried wolf. Yeah, you got it right if that's what you guessed. So there once was a shepherd boy who was bored as he sat on the hillside watching the village sheep. To amuse himself, he took great breath and sang out, "Woof, woof. The wolf is chasing the sheep." The villagers came running up the hill to help the boy drive the wolf away, but when they arrived to the top of the hill, they found no wolf. The boy laughed in sight of their angry faces. "Don't cry, wolf, shepherd boy," the villagers said to him, and went grumbling back downhill. Later the boy sang out again, "Woof, woof, the wolf is chasing the sheep." To his naughty delight, he watched the villagers run up the hill to help him drive the sheep away. I'm sorry, the wolf away. When the villagers saw no wolf, they sternly said, "Save your frightened song for when there is truly something wrong. Don't cry wolf when there is no wolf." But the boy just grinned and watched them going grumbling down the hill once more. Later, he saw a real wolf prowling about his flock. Alarmed, he leaped to his feet and sang out as loudly as he could, "Woof, woof." But the villagers thought he was trying to fool them again, and so they didn't come. At sunset, everyone wondered why the shepherd boy hadn't returned to the village with their sheep. They went up to the hill to find the boy, and they found him crying. There was really a wolf here. The flock is scattered. I cried out, "Why didn't you come?" And an old man tried to comfort the boy as they walked back to the village. "Well, we'll help you look for the lost sheep in the morning," he said, putting his arm around the youth. Nobody believes a liar, even when he's telling the truth. Now, here's why I share that story with you. There are a lot of people who are accusing many of us who are just trying to warn many of you about some of the things that are going on, not only domestically, but internationally as it relates to our welfare and what is in the best interest of us and our welfare. I mean welfare, I mean our children, the things that we care about, the things that we value. And so when we say, EMP or electronic magnetic pulse, the possibility that the grids can go down and 50, 70, 90 million people over a space of time can actually die because of lack of preparedness. What do they say? There they go crying, "Woof, woof." Or when we talk about the SNAP program, EBT. I was talking with someone earlier today. Oh, it's not going to, the SNAP is not going anywhere. Let me get that. EBT is not going anywhere. It's just that they gave them money, for January and for February. Yet what they failed to understand or did not mention was that they also gave them flyers warning them that there was no guarantee that there would be, SNAP or EBT for March. But again, woof, woof, you're just using scare tactics. Retirement pension. I don't know how many of you guys know this already, but right now, the retirement pension is in a $2 trillion deficit. And what I mean by that, they owe out right now $2 trillion. I'm sorry, what they owe right now, they are $2 trillion short of it. So that means that most of you baby boomers who are at retirement age or soon to become at retirement age, most of those who are in their 50s, I guess you say 40s, even 30s, maybe even younger, the money that you're paying in to Social Security today is already being spent, and it's being spent in a negative $2 trillion deficit in the pension fund. Woof, woof. We talked about the border wall and the necessity of it. We don't need a border wall. That's just, just talk and garbage. And yeah, I agree that it is a distraction. $5 billion? Come on, we know that story already. But in regards to not having proper border security and processes, not processes, but an effective barrier in place, does that encourage, drug trafficking at the border, the southern border? Yes. Does that encourage child or human sex trafficking at the border? Yes. Does that encourage illegal immigration at the border? Yes. But of course, we get told, woof, woof, fake news. We listen to them talk about conversation with, I want to say Cohen, who was the former attorney of Trump, then Roger Stone, who gets arrested today for falsifying information and lying to, I guess to the grand jury or Congress, whichever one he lied to. When you look at news, they're talking about all of that, but yet we don't hear them saying anything about what's going on with China and its military. We talked about with Germany and France building up defense mechanism, what's going on with the overthrow of the Venezuelan president down in Venezuela, what's going on with Russia, Iran, working with Syria in a possible war with Israel, what's going on in regards to what's happening right now with Russia and China backing up Venezuela. You're not hearing that on the news. And when we bring that to you, again, we're being looked at as woof, woof. Fake news, right? And then the news that they're giving us is the fake news. What I just shared with you is truth. It's real news. And then the last thing, or two of the last things, martial law could potentially be declared. The country is already in position to do it with FEMA camps all over the country. Big open, big box, former big box retail buildings that are secured with cameras, fences, etc. to be able to move people in if a major crisis happens. They're going to just shuffle you like cattle right into these big, box retail or big facilities that are already prepared to bring you in and keep you in. FEMA camps. But again, woof, woof, that can never happen. All these things. And so when I look at that story about the boy who cried wolf, I just thought today I would put a different spin on it for you to get you to look at it maybe just a little differently. Because yes, a lot of these things we've heard over and over and over again. And then we've had our Congress or people come back and say, oh, don't believe them. It's just fear tactics. It's just scare tactics. We'll work it out. Everything is good. The stock market is great. The stock market is doing very, very well. Yet we know the stock market is a super bubble. And every true, genuine economist is telling us all that this stock market, when it busts, it is going to be the worst burst that we have seen as a nation. And that includes what happened with the stock market crash of 1931, which sent the whole country into depression. And millions of people were out of work. Millions of people were standing in soup lines, starving to death on the streets, like you see in some cities right now. But of course, when we bring that up, we get accused of woof, woof. But here's where I want to end this story, where I began the story. Yes, that young man, continued to play upon their emotions. He continued to disrespect what they said to him. Yes, he lied to them about actually seeing a wolf. But guess what, guys? It didn't stop the potential of a wolf coming. And one day that wolf came. And if you remember the story, those sheep were scattered. So what am I saying to you? Regardless if people are telling you, well, they've been saying that and don't believe that, and, they're just crying wolf, wolf, fear tactics. But as in this story, just because, they are liars, it don't mean that at some point their lies will become our truth. Keep that in mind. Be prepared. Be ready. Store up your food. Store up water. Store up medical care. Store up ammunition. Store up all the necessities that you know you need to have to survive in a crisis. Unless you want to be one of those people who are going to be following the signs or the sirens or the income or the beacons saying, go to the nearest FEMA camp at Walmart in, you put the street, the city, and the place. Thank you for listening. DFG. Talk to you soon. Bye now, guys.